right, so here we are. Another, go one screen or two, Corey. You're seeing two probably, right? Now do you see one? Okay, perfect. All right. So awesome. We got New Orleans in the house, PHP Palmer House in Marietta, Georgia, North Carolina. Love seeing all this. Welcome to Drive to 5, Roadmap to Success. One more day of our business builder. Again, first off, love, our partners in the HomeSmart marketplace, and want to thank all our marketplace partners. And I hope you all are attending the Las Vegas convention where you'll get to meet them. And let's dig in, more marketing ideas, more training to help you grow your business. Our goals, I love hitting it every time. Your first 5 transactions, your first transaction, 5 more than you did last year, or 5 times the amount of transactions. That's what we're working towards. So again, I'm Todd Sumney. Thank you all for having me. Got to send out a big thank you to Corey. Everybody do the little claps and your emojis and everything for Corey filling in for me while I was out of town in Palm Springs, visiting our Palm Springs office last Friday. Corey, wonderful job on Regimen for Success. I know you filled me in on everything later. And I just wanted to say thank you for all you've done. And I hope you all loved it. So there you go. You got some hand claps.
Thank you, Todd. And you know what? These guys are awesome. They are amazing. And they have some goals that they shared with each other that gave me goosebumps. And the ones that were interested in accountability partners signed up and were all assigned. And so it's super exciting for me to watch this.
That is.
The commitment is off the charts with you guys.
That is super exciting. So, I know Corey talked with you all about how, yes, it's a lot of information. It's a lot that we're trying to process, and that's where, but what we're doing is we're breaking it down one step at a time. And so today's class is going to be relatively short compared to the others. We're going to go over some things, and we're going to have some homework, and we're going to give you until February 1st to get that homework done. We do have some more classes tomorrow, which are part of your homework, which they can build upon every single day. But we're going to take it one day at a time because I know you have a real estate business, and we're just going to do exactly what you talked about with Corey, and we're going to take it one step at a time. So today we're going to continue on with the marketing essentials unpacked, and we're going to specifically talk about database marketing. And database marketing was item number 4. But items number 5, number 7, 8, 10, they're all database marketing in the expand and engage portions of it. And so we're going to dig into those, but today we're going to dig into database marketing. So here's kind of our revised schedule. I know Corey went over this with you. So we talked about creating a regimen for success. Today, we're going to dig into database marketing. Tomorrow, database marketing is building, expanding, engaging, and then reaping the rewards, harvesting. Tomorrow, we're going to really focus in on 2 tools that can really help you expand. So one is about creating that automated marketing calendar that both expands your database, but it also engages. And then about free Google Forms, which also expands and engages. So we're going to show you how to build those 2 forms. And then you have a couple more days to use those forms to create your own leads, and then come back on February 1st. Oh, did I move that class? I guess I moved the slide. Sorry, on February 1st. And we're going to go over database marketing, start to talk about the next steps in database, and then I want to hear your results. So I would love you all to track it, and we're going to do some homework. And we've been going through these 19 opportunities, and what we're doing is we're just learning them, and then we're going to do them one step at a time. I know you went over this with Corey. So one of the things that I did was, if any of you on the phone or on the webinar here use an iPhone or use Apple products, I create checklists with notes, Apple Notes. And that's what I had Corey go over with you the other day, if I were to break down what we've covered so far in session 1, session 2, session 3, session 4, and then when we dug into marketing essentials, how do we leverage our national network? That's number 1. Number 2, building our brand and saying the 5 things that every agent wants to hear, right? It's very simple to create these little lists on your phone. And I'm going to show you how to do that in just a moment, because I work on an Apple laptop, and I'm going to show you how we do this. And I'm actually going to cut and paste into the text. And those of you that have Apple products, you can just cut and paste the text and you've got your checklists already. The reason why I love the Apple Notes product is because I have my phone with me all the time, except for when I'm sleeping, right? And so when I'm at Home Depot, I'm at the grocery store, and I think about something for work, because I'm constantly thinking about work, and I can pull up that checklist real quick and I can just add another action item, or I have an idea and I can quickly add in that action item right there on my phone. And then it syncs with my laptop and everything like that. So whatever checklists you're using, I'm going to try to help with that. Nikki just said you can make notes in Google as well. Utilize the calendar to create tasks, notes, events. You are 100% correct. The bottom line is use what you love. For those Android users, Elizabeth's saying I use color notes to make lists. Love it. I love all of it. So I'm going to cut and paste the text. You guys paste it into whatever checklist notes that you're looking for. We're even going to make a couple modifications to it together as a group here real quick. And then as you go along, what I love is you start to check things off. And then, you have all these yellow check marks. It's a feeling of accomplishment. But more importantly, it just moves you right to the next task. What's the one next thing that doesn't have a checklist in it? And that's how you drink that whole big Gatorade bucket, right? In a year, you're going to do it one step at a time and one checklist at a time. And so, one of the things that I'll do too is at some points, I'll cut all my checklists that are already done, and I'll cut and paste and I'll move it to the bottom, and I'll put a little line in between. And now I know I've got all my things that I haven't done yet. And then at the bottom, those are all my accomplishments. So just some little tips and tricks. You guys keep typing into the chat, share your tips and tricks about what you're doing. But, I want to do a short little recap, So, we've covered the business marketing, downloaded the PowerPoint, the PDF, the Excel files, created the budget, the plan, etc. As we just heard from the text that Corey received, you guys are already doing this, kudos to you. So keep doing these check boxes.
I have one comment I want to make really quickly. The 3 little dots that are in the save chat, they're finally there. I'm so sorry, you guys. Somehow they had been inadvertently turned off. So you now should all be able to click those 3 little dots in your chat, and you should see save chat. I'm sorry, I'm coughing.
Awesome.
And I'll show you where to find all the docs and all the PowerPoints and PDFs and all that stuff when Todd is done.
We are, Corey, because I want you to take them in one more time into the MDC again and show them some of these items and things that we're going to, talk about that actually help build, expand, and engage. So, obviously, leveraging your national network. I hope that you've downloaded the graphics. So here's kind of your homework. If you haven't done the first 4 couple checklists, download the award graphics, the top 5 brokerage graphics, the map images, the awards, use them and post them, text them, email, integrate into your marketing, integrate them into your conversations. About building your brand, downloading the I Will Make Real Estate Easy graphic, downloading the knowledge, service, experience, professionalism graphic, creating your email signature, ordering business cards with that on the back. Those are the action items that I'd love you to do, so far. So, go in and order one of the sets of business cards with this on the back, so you can start using it and handing your business card out backwards. And then when you do that, then check that list off. So part of your homework is to catch up on steps 1, 2, 3, and then 4 is database. And then we're going to give you a week. We're going to come back. We're going to do that in February. So let's dig in a little bit here into database. Let's see what Cindy's saying here. Missed the webinar classes last week. Can I have the recording to the webinar classes through the email? Okay, yes, but Corey's also going to show you where you can go in and download them right now. Is that right, Corey? You'll show that in a minute? Okay, all right.
Yes, I will, and I'll put the links in the chat too.
Awesome. All right, so let's dig into number 4, database marketing. Remember, we talked about how in year 1, 92% of customers love us, but 5 years later, only 13% of them actually use us or love us. And that's the scary statistic, because we lose track of our customers, we lose track, and we need to build and expand and engage and harvest a database. So let's dig in to build, expand, and engage a little bit this morning, and let's do some homework. So number 1 for building, what is it that you need to do? We talked about just your phone. You're putting things into Excel and starting to create groups. And then also your CRM. And CRM is more of an automated marketing system. So let's talk about your phone for a minute. How many of you have gone into your own phone right now and have done this before, and you've made sure that your profile in your phone is all set up, that you have a photograph, that your title is there in your phone? One of the first things that you can do, I'm going to search for my name here real quick in my own phone. So I'm going to go find myself here real quick. And one of the things that I did in my phone when I was teaching some classes on database marketing is not only did I have my photo, but in my title, I put, if I was an agent, I would put realtor in the cities and the areas that I serve, real estate agent. And you put in all the different cities, homes for sale, buying, selling, and different cities. And you put all that in your title and in the extra fields that are in your contact information. And that way, when you're sharing that information with your customers, they're seeing all the areas that you serve. So Todd Sumney, realtor, real estate agent, all the designations that you have. Then it's going to say, buying, selling, first-time home buyers, Scottsdale, Phoenix, Tempe. Put in all the different cities and the areas that you serve. And all of that then is now inside of your contact. And now when you share your contact, they've got all your information. How about your actual website, your Facebook links, your LinkedIn link, your Instagram link? All those different links need set up. So one of the things that we have right here is, setting everything up in your profile in your phone, and putting in all your links, your contact information, your email, your home address, your work address. So in mine, I have both my home, I have my work, LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, etc. I have some notes area. There's a notes area at the bottom in your profile. Typically, you can type in whatever you want. So you can type a note to any customer that has it. And, you can then from there, you can now send a message, share a contact. You can do it right from your phone, or you can start to use Popple. So one of the things that I'll often do is I will put someone's name into my phone, and I will then immediately send them a text. But before I get to that real quick, that's more the expanding. We're talking about building. So, but building first, it starts with your phone. You have to build your profile. Okay, that's number 1. Number 2, you have to start to think and create groups. So one of your homework items is, I want you to think of all the different people you know, and start to create a notepad or a checklist of all the different groups. and in your life. So past customers, friends, family, neighbors, because you want to make sure that the neighbors in your area, how many of you know more than 3 neighbors in your area? How many of you know all 150 people that live in your neighborhood? Probably not a lot of you. So neighbors is a great way to say it's my neighborhood, the neighborhood that I live in. One of our top agents in the top 10 last year, she told me she would often walk her dog, walk her granddaughter, and she would just walk the neighborhood, and she would go out with door hangers, and she'd walk the neighborhood and she would go meet people. And her door hanger basically said, I live here. I live in the neighborhood. I want to meet you. By the way, I have a private Facebook group for the neighborhood. Text me if you want me to add you into the private Facebook group. And she would just walk around the neighborhood. And she was doing it for exercise, but she also did it to get to know her neighbors. So do you think you guys can do that? Start to expand, with your neighbors, coworkers. How many of you, my point is the names that are in your phone, hopefully they have a designation, they're HomeSmart or they're, coworkers. How about people from church? How about people from Little League or soccer or volleyball or hockey or basketball, YMCA, any other sports that your kids are doing? So different people in different groups you begin to market to. So your homework is to create groups within your phone or within your database or within a Rolodex, within a, Excel file, whatever it is. Start to export your phone from your lists from your phone into an Excel file and create groups. Sellers, then you want to start to categorize people as well. How about sellers? How about buyers? First-time home buyers, which are different than other buyers. First-time home buyers, renters, luxury, neighborhoods, and people then that are using your HomeSmart client app. So here's how you would use this though. Let's say you create a group in your contact database now for buyers. Now you post something on social media and you talk about maybe an open house that you're doing or a 10-minute open house that you're doing this weekend. And when people respond or people want info, now you know they're a potential buyer. So now what you do is you create a list called, buyers. And when you have those leads come off that social media post, you put them into that buyers category. And now all of a sudden, if you start having a group of 400 buyers that you're marketing listings to, that's where you can really grow your business. So I love what Joyce just put in the text. Said, I put category as their last name. I do know some agents that's what they're doing. They would say Todd and then, Sumney -buyer or Todd and then my last name would say buyer Sumney. Okay. And then that way, when you sort your phone or you sort things alphabetically, you have all your buyers right there in one list. And you know that all those buyers are right there. So I love that concept. I've heard of several agents doing that, where you put the category as their last name, and that way you can sort it. And so we will talk about the 10-minute open house. We're going to do a whole class on the 10-minute open house. In essence, what it is you mark it out for a couple days ahead of time that you're going to be doing an open house from noon to 12:10. And at noon, you start walking through the home with your video camera, or you have someone videotape you walking through the home, and you're posting it live on Facebook Live, or you're doing it on Zoom, and you've sent out a link that people can join in on a Zoom. And that's what a 10-minute open house is doing. And we're going to have an agent come on later and actually teach you how they do 10-minute open houses. But right now, homework for now, we're talking about building your database. So one of the ways to make your database most successful is to create groups. So does everybody have that as an action item? To create the groups and think about all the people in your life all the people in your sphere, all the people that you think could be the categories that you would want to put people into in your real estate business and create some groups. All right, Corey, are we good so far? Go ahead. You're muted.
We do have one question. I just asked Louis. Good morning. He said on a previous webinar, there was a service mentioned for marketing high-end homes. Was that, what was that service? And do we have a deal with them? Do you know what he's talking about, Todd?
Yes, the service is called Lux VT. They are a sponsor that is going into the HomeSmart marketplace, and they're a great partner. They've already helped a couple of our top agents in doing, our testing and our due diligence, create phenomenal luxury marketing. They're called Lux VT. If you call in, just tell them you're from HomeSmart, find them on the website. We will be doing classes on Lux VT as well later, because that brings up a great point. You create a group called luxury, and you put people who who have expensive homes, who might be considered luxury buyers. You're putting them into that group. And then what you do is you market to that group later using these Lux VT. So it's LUX, V is in virtual, T is in tour, Lux VT. So Corey, can you type that into the chat? And it's Lux VT is the name. And then what you're going to do later is you'll use Lux VT to market to that actual group. Okay. So someone asked just a moment ago, we're going to do this all right now. Everybody grab your phone and go hit the plus button right now. And it says create new contact. And in my Apple phone, I have first name, last name, I have company, I have add phone number, add email. Then I've got add a URL, add an address, add in a birthday, add a date, add related name, add social profile, add an instant message. Now at the bottom of mine, I have notes, and then it says add fields. So when I hit add field, I've gone into my contacts already, and I've put some other things in there that I think would be helpful. I have a phonetic name. So when I meet someone with a last name and they tell me it's DeCiccio or it's DeCiccio, okay, those are two different ways to say their name. And if I know they have a difficult last name, I'll actually put in real quick the phonetic of how to say their name, and I'll spell it out DeCiccio instead of DeCiccio, so I say their name the right way. Is that making sense? So I'll add in phonetics. I will add in maiden name at times. You can add in nickname, job title, department. And then I have a category called real estate that I created. And it's a brand new category. So you can create your own, or you can edit one of these. And it says real estate. So you can go edit your different fields. So where is it here? Okay. And then what you can do once you've created a contact, then in the notes, you can also type a lot of different things then into your note. Easiest ways, if you don't want to create a category, is do what Joyce said earlier. She just puts them, like some people, instead of, there's a field called company, and that's traditionally where someone works. Maybe you start always only using the company field as the category that you want to put people in for real estate. So is that making, sorry, lost the track one more time. Okay, so everybody take out your phone one more time. And I'm going to go put in a new contact, and I'm going to type in Corey. So for Corey Rockefeller, right? And then it's got first name, last name, company. So on my phone, I hit a plus button and I'm adding in a contact. And then from there, you can add in phone, you can add in email, you can add in a ringtone, text tone, add a URL. I don't mess with all that because I really want to get just the important information. I'm going to add in their home address. Okay. I'm going to add in their work address. I'm going to add in, what company they're with, so that I can talk to them about their work. I'm going to add in their birthday. Add in a date, might be a special anniversary date. So then what I do, it says add field at the bottom, and then you can add prefix, phonetic first name, phonetic pronunciation, middle name, maiden name, suffix, nickname, all different, job title, department. So you can add these different fields. So is that making sense?
And on the Android, it's very similar with the plus. You go to contacts and there's a plus field. And if you just scroll down, it lets you add your custom fields. There's one that's called label. So even if you have in Google, you have everybody into groups in those labels, they'll automatically transfer to these labels here in your phone for the groups.
Right. Exactly. Okay, perfect. All right. So once you wrap your mind around groups, at the very least, write down all the groups on a pad of paper. Because when we get into the automated marketing section and we start talking about working with a CRM, the CRM can help you create a special email campaign that just goes out to your luxury home buyers 12 times a year. And now you're marketing luxury. So first thing is build, create the group. Second thing is expand, add your luxury buyers into your database. The third thing is going to be engage. And that's where we're going to set up some automated drip marketing where 4 times a year, your luxury market hears from you, or 12 times a year. And that might be a luxury newsletter 1 month, and a luxury posting, a listing in month 2, and a luxury email, listing request, in month number 3. Is that making sense? So you use a database, and yes, they're pre-designed. Oftentimes there's content already pre-designed. Some of our CRMs and automated marketing systems, they have year-long campaigns built for past customers. They have other ones done for first-time home buyers. They have some that are done for sellers, and they have pre-written content. And that's one of the major benefits of these tools. One of the best programs I love is one of our CRM partners, Exact Contact, and I think Wise Agent has this too, is their past customers, they have campaigns that are 5 years long, literally a 5-year campaign. And one of our HomeSmart agents had a huge amount of people in the database, and they got to the end of the 5-year campaign, and they called up Exact Contact and said, okay, I did the 5-year campaign. I want to keep it going because it's getting me so much business. Can you create another one? And so they created, campaign number 2. So, pretty powerful stuff. But does everyone understand creating groups? Okay, we're on the building. Here's those CRMs. This is Wise Agent, that screenshot of Wise Agent, how they can help you. Exact Contact, the webinars that they're going to teach are going to teach the same things about organizing your content, your contacts, and then creating automated marketing that keeps that engagement all year long. So number 2 is, expanding. Let's dig into expanding a little bit. And someone said, I love KV Core. We also have one with Commissions Inc. And so we're going to be doing classes. KV Core is going to be doing an upcoming class very soon. They're also going to be doing a series of 6 classes. They're going to take you through KV Core, Wise Agent, Exact Contact, Commissions Inc., all 4 CRMs that we really work with. They're going to be doing classes from 6 weeks to 12 weeks. This is after convention. And they're going to walk you through week by week, give you an assignment, teach you one thing, then give you a week to work with it. And then they'll come back a week later, and then they'll help you implement it. Okay, so am I going too fast? Are we doing okay? All right, the next thing is about expanding. And I think you remember me talking about getting people into your phone and getting into theirs. For me, it becomes a mindset of adding 2 people a day or 10 people a day into my database. And so what it does is it really expands your database. So look at what's up on the screen, Corey. Look at the difference in the math. If I do 2 people a day, 5 days in a week, that's 10 people in a week. That's 40 in a month. That's 480 in a year. Easy to do. Any one of you can do that. Any one of you could set a goal of 10 people a week. And what I'm saying is leads are all around you, right? And so there's going to be people that you meet, workers, waiters, the girl at the checkout counter, right? The object is to try to take your blinders off and open up your eyes and really put some things out there and try to engage people, not in a sales pushy, hey, buy insurance from me. That's not what we're looking for. We're looking for a service oriented. I'm here to help you with real estate. I can send you my newsletter. I can send you information when homes hit the market. I'm here to serve. If you come from a servant oriented attitude, it's real easy to add people into your database. But Corey, look at the difference between 10 people or 2 people a day versus 10 people a day. I was working with a brand new agent. She said, I have no business. I don't even have a database. I don't know anyone. And well, we started with that fallacy that yes, you do. You have friends, family, schoolmates, everything. And we started with that. But because she wasn't busy showing property, doing transactions, inspections, anything like that, she basically decided she was going to be very aggressive. And her goal was to try to add 10 people in a day by social media marketing or by doing some of the other farming, cold calling, walking neighborhoods, doing open houses, whatever she could do. Her goal was 50 per week. And when she mathed it out, 50 per week, that's 200 in a month, that's 2,400 in a year. She's like, wow, okay, that's a way to kickstart my business. So she didn't meet her goal. She didn't do 10 a day, but she did do a robust business. And in year 1, she made, I want to say 6 figures. I'm going to have her back on a webinar later. And if she can do it, you guys can do this. And she did it just by putting an aggressive push on at the beginning to just expand her database. Does that make sense? Okay. So I want you to set a goal for you and put it in place. So now how and where? And this is where, again, people are all around you. It's the people that you meet. And on my next slide, real quick, I'm going to fast forward. My next slide is wear swag. Use the tools. Use the HomeSmart tools. So Corey's going to show you how to go into the Marketing Design Center. One of my favorites is this HomeSmart hat. It's got American flag on the front of it and HomeSmart. And people see that and they'll comment. How about the HomeSmart pin? How about a HomeSmart, pullover or, 3/4 zip or whatever, and it's got the HomeSmart logo. And what if you have it embroidered even with HomeSmart in your name or your team name? So if you wear these items while you're out and about, now when you meet people, you're at the grocery store, you're at Target, you're shopping at the mall, you're at Home Depot, wherever you are, you're at a restaurant, workers, waiters, listen to conversations. Somebody's talking about rent and how their rent is going up. They're a renter. So engage in a conversation with them. Hey, I don't want to be pushy, but I am a realtor. I help people all the time move from renting to owning and building equity for themselves instead of building equity for a landlord. So I'd love to help. Here's, can I give you my information real quick, or can I get your information and I'll send you some stuff? What's your phone number? I'll send you a quick text. One of the easiest ways is, I want to send you something real quick that may help. If you give me your phone number real quick, I'll just send you something. I'll text it to you. And, if you don't like it, you can block me later. You just take all the apprehension out of the way. And I get people all the time that add people into their phone just by sending somebody a quick text. All right, so Corey, right now, let's pretend me and you. I meet you, I'm a neighbor, I'm a coworker, a church, Little League, et cetera. And I meet you and I just say, hey, Corey, real quick, you're a renter. I'm a realtor. I can help you. Would you like me to send you some information real quick, just to give you an idea of how easy it is to, start looking at home buying, and maybe how easy it is to buy a home. I'll send you some homes in the neighborhood so you can see what price points they're at. And then Corey, you're going to say, yes. Okay. I'd love that. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to say real quick, I'll just send you a quick text so that I can get your phone number. What's your phone number? So now I hit my plus sign on my phone and I just go add and I type in, okay, Corey, and your phone number. Okay. 602, blah, 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 blah. And then I'll hit save real quick. And then I'll go back later and fill in the details. I won't make Corey wait. I'll just type in Corey, her last name, Rockefeller, and I'll type in her phone number. And then what I'll do is once I save it in my phone, now I pull up Corey's contact and I hit message. And I just have a, message, hi, Corey, this is Todd. I just met you. I'll send you that info later. Thanks. And I hit send. Now at that point, Corey's got my phone number coming in on a text. And that's where, again, I'll try to follow up later. And some of the agents will actually come, stand side by side next to the person and say, did you get that text? Okay, you got it? Press on it real quick. Okay, here, save my info. Okay, so that's one way to do it that's super easy. The other way are these HomeSmart popples, which, it's that simple little business card and it's called a popple. And all you're going to do is take this and touch it to someone's phone and see it's already popping up right there on my phone wanting to transfer information. Super simple to do, but open up your sphere of how and where you can add people to your database. Social media is a great way to add people to your database. Popples are available in the Marketing Design Center right now.
One of them is on back order.
Oh, they're on, but that's just certain ones though.
Right.
We do have popples right now. Certain ones are on back order and they're ordering them as fast as they can. Someone said that they're using camo. That's an awesome one as well. How about these little, beverages and cups, you're carrying around at the gym or whatever, and it says, HomeSmart on it. And now you've got, that, just anything that can create the conversation. Okay. Open houses. Open houses are a great way to get contacts, to get leads, add people to your database. Farming, actually farming an entire neighborhood. There are resources on the internet that can tell you every homeowner's name and information in a particular neighborhood. So you can actually go out and purchase lists. Tomorrow, we're going to be creating free Google Forms, and we're going to show you how to create a free Google form, attach it to your social media, and now you actually can create 2 to 3 leads a day and 15 people a week, and that's how you're expanding your database. Lastly, Real Smart Client. When you meet people, hey, real quick, I'm going to send you a quick text. It's going to have my little real estate app, and it'll help you with the information about, what's going on in the real estate market. So I want you to expand ideas. Corey, what other ideas do you have for adding people into your database? Anything that you think I've missed?
Oh, I was like this for everything you were saying. I was going to add something, but you got it all. But they're asking about the next class. It's not tomorrow. It's Thursday. Correct?
Oh, it's Thursday. Okay. All right.
I think. We'll check.
We'll check. I have it at the end. I have a slide at the end.
Okay.
So, county records can provide names, et cetera. Yes. I just want you to take these PowerPoint slides and create your own lists. People you meet, workers, waiters, neighbors, open houses. Start sitting open houses for agents that have listings. You go sit the open house, create your own leads, expand your database every week. If you just make that your goal, we're talking about expanding 1 to 2 people a day or 10. Maybe you set the goal, forget daily. I just want to do 10 people a week. If I do one open house, I get 10 people through. That's 10 people in a week. And then know the numbers. 10 people in a week. There's 50 weeks in a year that I'm going to work. That's 500 people. That's a good year. 4 years of that, you got 2,500 people in a database. You're building a robust business. So just expand and, use the tools, use the resources, get customers in your phone, get into theirs. I love that phrase. And then use the HomeSmart Agent app, text them your link. So go click, create a text them, and now they're using your Real Smart Client app. So now we're going to talk Engage real quick. And once you've added people into your database, you're going to create some sort of a regular cadence. So in month number 1, you're going to do something. In month number 2, you're going to do something. In month number 3, you're going to do something. And once you burn through it in a month, then you can just, move on. But now 12 times a year, you've engaged your database. So this is why I love the automated marketing CRMs, Exact Contact, KV Core, Wise Agent, Commissions Inc. You need to choose which one's best for you. And we're going to show you all 4, and you can choose which one you like. But for me, what it does is you set up automated touches. And then that automation that is set up is what keeps you top of mind. And then that's what keeps customers engaged with you. Angel wants me to go back to the previous page. This one? Is this what you were looking? So now this was just a rough concept of, a year-long engagement program of your different groups. So, well, let's walk through that real quick. So let's say I have a luxury group that I want to market, and I want to try to grow more luxury listings. Month number 1 might be a luxury door hanger that I actually pay a little league team to go, hang on doors in a neighborhood, and or I walk a neighborhood and I say, hey, and it's got me, a photograph of me with my luxury yard sign, and it's like, I'm here to help you sell your home. It might be a mailer that is about a luxury listing, and you mail it to 100 people that live in a neighborhood, and you're marketing a $1.2 million home. Sometimes agents, I've seen one of our top agents, he gets $1 million listing in a neighborhood. Every homeowner in that neighborhood gets a just listed postcard from him. And I'm thinking, why do they care about that home? They already live in the neighborhood. And he told me, he said, I want them to know I'm selling their neighbor's home. And he said, for me, it's a listing generation. It's not a just listed that I'm trying to actually sell that home. And so therefore, I'm going to do a mailer every time I get a listing. The next month, it might be an email. The next month, it might be a social media post. The next month, I might door knock. The next month, it might be an event or an open house or a mailer or a flyer. Do you see what I'm saying? You create some sort of a cadence, and that's what you use to engage your database. Engage your database through these automated marketing CRMs. This is Wise Agent right here. They can help you with leads right away. Where did the lead come from? Came in from Facebook. So do I want to add them into my drip campaign? Yes. I already have a video campaign. Click. And then you say, add to categories. This person is a buyer. They came off my Facebook landing page, and they're hot because they have an urgency. Do you see how groups and categories can really start to empower your business? So we're going to have those webinars coming up. And then another thing you can do to engage your customers is really start using Real Smart Client and creating smart tours for them. So, downloading the social media graphics, you can use those to help grow your business. So, to expand and engage, the neighborhood report, all the things we're going to be teaching you. We just have to engage. And if we engage, follow the 4-step process, build, expand, engage, etc. Okay, so here, Corey, this is the schedule. Today is January 25th. So we dug in, we have homework. 2 days from now, Thursday, is the creating the automated marketing calendar and the free Google Forms. I'm going to show you how to do that. And that's both expanding your database and engaging your database. Then what we're going to do is we're going to come back on February 7th, and we're going to talk about engaging sphere of influence and database marketing. And so you've got homework to do in between. In between, you're going to be doing this building, expanding, engaging. You're going to be creating some automated marketing, creating your Google Forms. And then we're going to come back and we're going to talk about that database marketing. Then on
February, hold on 1 second, Todd. I think you just said February 7th, but it's actually day 7, February 1st, if I'm reading it correctly.
You are correct, Corey.
Thank you. I did the same thing on Friday. They caught it.
No, you're right. I'm so
sorry. Your back.
So we're back faster. You're right. It's we're doing the database, we're creating the free Google Forms, and then we're going to come back February 1st, rather. So you have a weekend to work on it and engage your sphere of influence, your database. And then February 2nd, that's when we're going to talk about the 4 different CRMs. We're going to give an overview on them. And then starting on right around that time period, we've got the CRMs, which I'll have for you next class, where you'll be able to go see all 4 different CRMs and learn about them and see which ones work best for you. So make sense, Corey?
Yep.
All right, good. Okay, so what's your homework? Your homework is to organize groups, create groups. Your homework is to start expanding, adding in people every day. And I'm going to ask you to type in the chat next week how many people you added between today or when you started this webinar series and, February 1st. So, and, 10 people is going to be awesome. 20 people, 30 people, just whatever it is. I want you to track and add people in. Then we're going to be talking about engaging and how do you engage people? So are you doing texts? Are you doing videos? Are you sending out postcards? Are you doing social media posts, etc.? And then one last little item for homework for tomorrow. If you're going to come to tomorrow's session, today I need you to create a Gmail address, because the free Google form we're going to teach you how to build tomorrow, you have to have a Gmail address in order to make that work. Okay? All right. So that's your homework. We're going to take it not too much all at once. Sorry, whoops. Organizing, creating some groups, adding in a couple people. I just want you to dip the toe in your water and don't worry, get out of your comfort zone. And your first couple interactions, they may go perfectly, they may be awkward, whatever, get over it and just move on and keep doing it. And I will tell you that after a while, they won't be awkward. They'll be awesome. And you'll just become a natural part of your life of, adding people in, putting them into groups, engaging them, doing on the regular basis. All right. So Scott, it's a lot to do. I hope I can do all these things and still do what else I need to do. That's why I'm trying to take it small steps at a time. Just keep it simple. Write down a notepad even and organize it later electronically if you need to. But just start to add people into groups. One easy one to start with is test on a spouse or a significant other and just share like, hey, you and I just met. I'd like to send you something real quick. If you share with me your mobile phone number, I'll send you a text. And then just put it into your phone, give it a try. You got to kind of get out there a little bit and role play, give it a try. Okay, good call. Someone asked me, where's the checklist? All right, so I'm going to stop my share here real quick. I'm going to do a different share, Corey.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I was going to go show them where to go.
I know, we're going to do that next. Hold on one second.
Hold on, I'll stop share.
Okay. All right. So real quick. Okay, so here's my share, my notes. Okay, So one of the things that you can do right here, right, is you can start to right here in your notes. Let's see here. Okay. Sorry, hang on. You can copy and paste and just create your notes right here. So right here, you know, I'm going to go down to expand, engage, harvest. I'm going to copy and paste. Sorry, real quick. Let me get it into the chat. Why isn't it pasting? It won't let me paste it in. All right. Well, I'll have to figure out a different way to get my checklist to you because it's not letting me cut and paste it into the chat. So, but do you see how easy it is to create a checklist just on a notepad, right? And you'll see the different, you know, you can have different notes, different things like that. Corey, you want to go ahead and live drive and show them where they can go?
I do want to live drive and show them where they can go, because if you guys are in your RSA here, there's a wealth of information here. The first thing, if you look on your left and you go to marketing, you've got Marketing Design Center right here. When you click on that, it takes you to out of RSA and into this site. When you click on this, you're going to see a Drive to 5 category. I see 2 because I have broker access and agent access. She assures me, I've been texting with her. But so you're going to go into your Drive to 5 here, and then you'll be able to see all of these sessions that we've done, all of the checklists that he's uploaded, and it's growing every day as we do this. So Todd, Sam says she may not have gotten the 3rd class from you because she's uploaded everything that she's gotten. So you may need to make a note to get that to her. Second day was a live drive.
Yeah, what it was I didn't get them your class. I apologize.
No, she's got my class.
She has your class.
She has my class. She has the 1st class. The 2nd day was a live drive. The 3rd class is the one that we're missing.
It's a duplicate of the 2nd class.
Okay.
We did a live drive. The slides are the same. So we didn't want to duplicate the slides. Okay.
All right. Fantastic. Well, so here's where you can get all of that information. Everything is in Drive to 5. For the Palmer House properties, she's working on getting all of yours in there right now. She's hoping to have everything by the end of the day. And then Jonathan shared that if you go to this gohomesmart.com/drive to 5, they're all of the recordings are in here, as well as the upcoming segments. So here's day 1 video, day 2, day 3, day 4, and now day 5 is going to be slightly different. You can still register for it. Day 5 is what we're doing today. Day 6 is going to be on the 27th. Somebody was asking over here if it's on the 27th. All right, so you can register here, or remember, you can always go back to your RSA, this wealth of information here under education. If you go into your education on the left here and then see class schedules, you'll see all of these are here on your class schedule. And so here's Drive to 5, Drive to 5. If you click on them, Drive to 5, it gives you an opportunity to register. Intro to Real Smart Agent was just yesterday. We have this once a month. Somebody else asked that. So yes, the question in the chat was, so no class tomorrow, correct? Correct. We're skipping tomorrow, giving you a day to do your homework that Todd's talking about, and coming back on Thursday.
Yes.
And somebody else is asking, a realtor friend is joining HomeSmart next month. Yes, she can sit in on these classes. You can give her the link to register. She will need to register for the classes, and then we'll admit her.
Yep. One of the other things, Corey, that we're going to be doing is we're going to keep building upon these same core concepts all for several months. So after we come back from convention and we dig into some of these, 6-week pushes, and we're going to start to do a 6-week or 12-week push, we're going to also have top agent panels, and we're going to have agents that are going to come on and tell you how they've used Real Smart Client, how they've used open houses to grow their business, how they've used an automated marketing calendar to grow their business, how they've used Google Forms to grow their business. So what it is we're going to keep reinforcing and I know it's a lot of information. A couple of the people said, this is a lot of information, and that's why it is, but that's why we're going to keep reinforcing. It's the same 19 key principles over and over. It's just, getting them down one at a time, and then you learn how to do it, you go try it. And then we're going to have a top agent tell you how they did it, and it reinforces what they did, and you might pick up little tips and secrets. Is that making sense, Corey?
Absolutely. And I'm going to show one more time because people are asking. So when you go into your Real Smart Agent portal, on the left, you have a lot of these categories. And so if you go to the one that says marketing, and then you come down here to Marketing Design Center, it's going to take you out of RSA and into the Marketing Design Center. When you do that, you're going to see something that looks like this, and you hit this down arrow and say drive to 5. When you hit that down arrow on the upper left from the store, it says drive to 5. When you click on there, it's going to take you into all of the products that Todd was talking about and has been, and we have all been. And so if you scroll down, you will see these two right here that are the PDF versions of the presentations, the first classes. So the first class is right here, session 1. Todd's saying the second class was a live drive of session 1. The third class was another live drive, Todd?
Well, no, the second class we went through it. The third class we live drive everything that we talked in the second class. So the slides were duplicate. That's why slides from class 2 are there. It's class 3 that's not there.
Okay. Well, whatever we're missing, we're going to work on it this afternoon and get it in there for you. One of them is a live drive. Session 4 is the one that I did on Friday. We will put in a request for today's session, but just keep in mind, it takes just a teeny bit of time to convert them, transfer them, and upload them. So it doesn't happen immediately, but we're getting all this information to you as fast as we can. Does that help? Did that answer your questions about where to go?
It does. So if everybody holds on 1 minute, I found a way where I can cut and paste it into the text. Corey?
Okay.
Here in just a second. Let's see here. I'm just adding in neighborhood reports, social media graphics. Okay.
And so, Marianne, did you get where the recordings are? They are in this website right here because we've been saying business builder. So it's in the go.homesmart.com/drive-2-5. That has all of the recordings.
Perfect. All right, so 1 second, almost have it here.
And the one that's on back order.
Okay, so here we go.
Did you get it, Todd?
It's still not letting me paste in. There must be a setting that we set in the webinar. So we'll have to fix this one for tomorrow. So we'll do that. We'll get that fixed tomorrow.
Oh, there's one more thing I want to show you in RSA. I'm sorry, you guys. So when you go into your RSA, let me make this a little bit smaller. If you scroll down here, also on the left, here's the marketplace that you were asking about earlier. So you can find everything right here in this marketplace. This is where you're going to find the preferred programs that Todd was talking about. And it's right, everything is here on this is a wealth of information in your RSA panel, you guys.
Perfect. All right. Well, I hope you all are you liking what we're doing? I see some very positive posts there in the chat. I hope you like what we're doing. Let's all do our homework, and then let's also share our results and just watch what starts to happen as we start to engage with all of this. So thank you all for joining us today. Corey, thank you for all your help again, and we'll be back tomorrow. So,
all right.
All right. Take care.